The future of urban mobility has already arrived. And when I say already arrived, I'm not talking about some far-off dream or some future decades away. I'm talking about a reality unfolding right before our eyes, a reality that is set to completely change the way we move, not just on the roads but in the very skies above us. Imagine a world where the daily frustration of traffic jams, pollution, and long, exhausting commutes are things of the past. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Well, what was once considered a fantasy is now becoming an undeniable reality. Yes, flying cars. You heard that right. Flying cars are no longer just a concept. They're becoming real, and they are going to change everything you thought you knew about transportation. One of the companies at the forefront of this revolution is GAC, a Chinese automaker that has just unveiled their game-changing vehicle, the Gove. This is not your average car. The Gove is a hybrid vehicle that combines the functionality of both a car and an aircraft. What makes this even more extraordinary is that it can take off and land vertically just like a helicopter. But that's not all. The Gove has been designed to split into two distinct parts, the flight cabin and the ground chassis. When in ground mode, it operates like a regular car, but when it's time to hit the skies, the cabin detaches from the chassis and lifts off into the air using 12 powerful propellers mounted on 6 axes. Here's the jaw-dropping part. While the cabin is soaring above, the chassis remains on the ground and automatically drives itself to the nearest charging station to recharge, ready for the next flight. This is more than just impressive, this is revolutionary. And GAC isn't the only company making strides in this space. Let me tell you about something even more exciting. Tesla, a company that has been facing some significant challenges in the market, is now gearing up for something mind-blowing. What if I told you that Elon Musk and his team are not just focused on electric cars anymore, but are secretly working on something completely new? That's right. Tesla is developing its very own flying car. And as if that wasn't enough, they are also working on a plane. These projects are set to completely transform the transportation industry, and they are happening right now. You're going to want to pay attention to what Tesla has in store. And if you think GAC and Tesla are the only players in this game, think again. Sony, the tech giant known for its cutting-edge electronics, gaming consoles, and advanced technologies, has now entered the flying transport arena. According to insider information, Sony is already working on its own flying car concept. Though official details are scarce, what we do know is that it's going to be ultra-modern, with advanced sensors, artificial intelligence, and potentially even augmented reality in the cockpit. Imagine a car that adapts to its environment, offering real-time data and a futuristic driving experience like nothing you've ever seen before. This is no longer a dream. Sony is taking us into the future with this game-changing concept. But it's not just about big corporations. China is maintaining its leadership in the development of flying cars. Enter the Zbang Land aircraft carrier, a revolutionary flying vehicle that combines both ground and aerial modules. This modular design has already received more than 3,000 pre-orders, and deliveries are scheduled to start in 2026. The ground module is a compact 3-axle vehicle with a 6x6 all-wheel drive system, perfect for fitting into standard parking spaces and underground garages. But the real magic happens when the aerial module takes over. Equipped with 6 rotors, foldable arms, and blades, this flying vehicle guarantees efficiency and smooth flight. The panoramic cabin provides a 270 degrees view, offering an expansive view during flight. And it gets even better. Users can choose between manual and autonomous flight modes, making this vehicle a total game-changer for urban air mobility. Now you may think you've seen it all, but wait, there's even more. Independent engineers and innovators from around the world are stepping up to the plate, creating flying vehicles that rival the projects of the largest tech giants. Armed with 3D printing, powerful batteries, and advanced software solutions, these brilliant minds are working in small garages, workshops, and startup labs to create vehicles that push the envelope of what's possible. These engineers aren't confined by corporate constraints and are free to experiment with radical ideas and bold solutions. They're the ones pushing boundaries, showing that the future of aerial transportation isn't just being shaped in the labs of major companies, but in the garages and workshops across the globe. But it's not just the small companies making waves. Russia is also stepping up its game. Recently, Transport of the Future, a Russian company, introduced its unmanned S-700 air taxi, designed to replace traditional ground taxis in the near future. This multicopter design can carry 2 passengers and reach speeds of 100 kilometers per hour while soaring at altitudes of up to 3,500 meters. This is a revolutionary step forward in the transportation world, providing a much-needed alternative to traffic jams, allowing passengers to travel through the air, avoiding crowded streets. The future of personal air transportation is no longer a distant dream, it's arriving sooner than you think. But if you think this is where the excitement ends, let me tell you about something even bigger: Lockheed Martin. The company's latest project, the State Route 72, is an hypersonic reconnaissance and strike aircraft being developed in their secret Skunkworks program. This next-generation hypersonic vehicle will reach speeds exceeding Mach 5, that's over 6,000 kilometers per hour, twice the speed of its predecessor, the legendary State Route 71 Blackbird. But the State Route 72 isn't just about speed. It's designed to penetrate advanced air defense systems while staying untouchable by modern anti-aircraft weapons. And it's not just a reconnaissance aircraft, it will also have strike capabilities, including the ability to carry hypersonic missiles, allowing it to perform both reconnaissance and combat missions. The first demonstration flight of the State Route 72 is expected to take place in 2025, with operational deployment planned for the 2030s. So here's the big question: are you ready for the future? The sky is no longer the limit. This revolution is happening right now, and it's happening fast. The flying cars and aerial taxis that we once saw in sci-fi movies are now becoming real, and they're coming for our cities. The world is changing in ways we never imagined, and you don't want to be left behind. This is just the beginning. Make sure you stay ahead of the curve. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss a single update on this groundbreaking revolution in transportation. The future is already here, and it's more incredible than anything we've ever imagined. Don't miss out.